It's Bourbon Night. It's a flight fight. Hello, I'm Chad.
I'm Sarah, and it's actually a mystery flight fight. Ooh, ah.
Yeah, we don't know what is in this at all.
Not even a little bit.
This was sent in by Patron,
Josh.
Thank you, Josh.
Now, to be fair, we have had this one in our pile for a little bit, but...
So sorry, Josh.
Sorry, Josh, but thanks for sending it, Josh. Here we are. We're doing it.
Yeah, so I like these because we try to guess a theme. If someone's going to send us something, we hope there's some type of theme and not just, hey, let's try to trip them up. And then normally they've been fantastic.
Except for one had a tequila in it, and it was like a barrel-aged tequila.
Yeah, that
and I was like,
weird.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But okay.
So let's just get at it with whiskey, hopefully whiskey.
Whiskey, A. They all look like whiskeys to me.
Doesn't smell, well, it smells like a whiskey. It doesn't smell like a bourbon.
Does not smell like a bourbon. An American single malt, perhaps a scotch.
Maybe, or it could possibly be an Irish whiskey.
Oh, see, I was going to say if it's not a scotch, it might be a Japanese whiskey. I don't know.
Yeah.
Could be wine finished. Has kind of a berry note.
Great
a lot of
color.
color. Yeah. These are my guesses from the nose. I would say it's got some sort of secondary cask element.
A lot of
perhaps a sherry.
Stone fruit in it.
Now watch us be completely wrong. That's my favorite.
That's fun.
My money's on that is a scotch, or it's at least an international whiskey. And I still think that it is. I'm gonna go with sherry finish, but I don't know.
It's a scotch.
It's a scotch.
For sure.
It's got some fruit to it. I really like this. If I had to guess, I'd say it's a sherry finish Speyside.
Whoa! Wow, I thought it was bourbon night, not scotch night. It's a little drying. It's got still just that burst of kind of fruit flavor in there. It's definitely finished in an X something.
I think
this
so.
Isn't just just a regular old scotch.
Gosh, I can't wait for the things at the bottom to be like, wrong, so wrong. Wow, you've never been more wrong. Would buy and drink more of this. Very much enjoy. Yummy in my tummy. On to B.
Whiskey B. Now this is lighter.
It is lighter. The nose is a little more grain forward.
It is. It's almost like corn pops.
I'm a little less sure about what it is and its origin from the nose because it's pretty soft.
It's like a crepe. Very soft and light.
Very
but
soft, light,
sort
airy.
of fluffy.
Yeah. Okay.
Not of America as well, I would say.
Is this one a Japanese whiskey?
It could be Japanese or it could be Irish.
I also think that this is not an American whiskey, but
or Indian.
Who knows? Don't have a ton of experience.
Ooh,
there.
Is this a travel the world flight?
That would be really cool. An around the world flight would be very cool.
Take a second sip here.
I'm wondering if that's the theme, but after just having two, hard to say.
Yeah, it's a little weak tea note. I guess it could be of honey.
I guess it could be Irish. I just don't feel like this tastes like other Irish whiskeys that I've had. But I admittedly have limited experience, but not after this year.
We're going to Ireland.
Back to home. This is very much more of an American whiskey nose.
Yeah. Even maybe slightly nutty.
Could be a bourbon. I'm guessing that it is, but I'm not sure just from the nose.
Well,
so
let's find out. Oh.
I think that's a bourbon, and I think it's from Jim Beam.
Could be Jim Beam, could be Heaven Hill. I do think it's a bourbon, though.
I think that's Jim Beam.
Yeah, it has that.
Kind of has like a Knob Creek vibe to it.
Nuttiness, yeah. I'd probably lean more Jim Beam than I would Heaven Hill. Definitely had to have that second sip before I could discern anything after A and B.
Yeah, for sure.
Being from different, supposedly.
In theory.
Allegedly.
What's the word? Objection.
Hearsay. What? It's a little closed off stuffy.
It's so strange how the first two were like, hi, hello. And then as we've gone on, A was the easiest, I think, and then it's gotten a little harder as we've gone on. I'm puzzled on the nose on this one.
Me too.
It's a little muted.
Yeah.
But maybe it's just because we've had some things that are pretty powerful.
Yeah, let's go for the taste. Oh. Well, that could be a bourbon as well.
It's sweet.
Or
it could be a different mash bill. It could be
just
an American whiskey instead of a bourbon or a rye.
I don't think it's corn. I don't think corn is the dominant grain in this.
No, it's got like a unique thing going on, but
I mean, it does have sweetness to it, but
I don't
not
think it's
in the
a rye.
way.
It's got
Well, it does have a little bit of spice.
It has a little bit of spice, but I don't think it reads like a straight up rye. It reads like maybe a 4-grain or, again, some other type of American whiskey. I am so interested to see what the theme is here. I can't wait to see how wrong we are. These are so fun. I like it. It's a good palate tester.
It is.
You know, see what you know or what you think you know.
Well, we're gonna go through these again in our second round. pick up things we didn't pick up the first time now that we've got them on the palate. But before we do, we want to hit pause and tell you about our home on the internet. It's whiskyambitions.com. It's where you can get the t-shirt and hat that I'm wearing, the water glasses that we're drinking from, of course, all the Glencairns that we're drinking from as well. But we also have hoodies and sweatshirts and t-shirts and bottle cut candles and our new elemental elixir cocktail syrup and more. That's always coming soon at whiskyambitions.com.
And you can become a patron for as little as $1 a month at patreon.com/itsbourbonnight. And you can be just like Josh, who paid to give us free whiskey.
Well,
I mean, it's fun. It's part of being a patron. We interact with them, but they also get exclusive access to our barrel picks after the episode specials, discounts on that merch depending on your tier, and more.
Yeah, there you go. All right, folks, we're going to take a break here so
need a minute.
we can let our palates come back down
Yeah.
to room temperature. But we'll be back right after this. And we're back. Thanks for sticking with us for round 2.
Yeah, we're back.
And we're back. Now, we did these in the order that they were sent. They were marked 5, 6, 7, 8.
And a 5.
A 1, a 3, a 4, a 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. So we're doing them in that order because we don't know if it was by design.
There's no point in mixing them up. We don't know what they are anyways. So what's the point?
This is A, also known as 5.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a scotch.
if it's not, that I learned nothing while
Then
I was
I'm a
over there.
monkey's uncle.
Although I will say that I do feel like after having scotch and being immersed in like Scottish whiskey and stuff, having Japanese whiskey was very close. Like not super close, but they're very much more relatable, I think, than when people are talking about the difference between Scotch and Irish whiskey. In my personal opinion, I still think this is a sherry finished Scotch.
I think it's an ex Pedro Jimenez.
PX? Well, there's like only a few main ones, so, your odds of if we're going to go down that path.
Sarah, getting some cherry.
Very cherry, and I think that's that, again, what I'm assuming is a sherry finish, that like berry cherry wine almost, dessert wine kind of thing.
Yeah, as far as scotches go, this is pretty enjoyable.
I would order another one. If I was having one of these with dinner or something, I'd be like, I'll take another one of those. I would never do that to a waiter, by the way.
It's just like in the movies, though.
Another round.
That's like a grain silo. That's walking in like a milling factory. It's very
But it also still has a very
kicked up particulates.
international feel to it.
It's traveled.
It's experienced. It's seen more of the world than I have, probably. It's still sweet up front, though.
Honey grams.
Honey tea.
Honey
graham
malted
cracker. Yeah, like a
bunches of
honey
oats.
graham cracker. So this is weird. In preschool, we used to get apple juice and you could dip your graham cracker into it. And this tastes like a watery version of that. And by watery, I don't mean like it's watered down. It's just diluted. It's not as intense as dipping graham crackers straight in apple juice, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of.
Apple
Preschool.
peel.
It reminds me of preschool.
When I
Pre-K.
used to drink
Pre-K. When I used to drink apple
Irish
juice with
whiskey.
my... If you've never dipped a graham cracker in apple juice, you're
You're not
missing out.
living.
Okay, you're just not living.
Yeah. This time I get kind of apple peel on it.
Yeah, green apple peel, honey, apple juice, graham cracker. It's nice.
Yeah, it feels like coming home. I'm coming home.
I get a little more pepper on it this time than I did the first time.
Was that Daughtry?
Why are you asking me?
Was it Daughtry? I'm coming home.
And it went just like that.
Home.
It's got that like dry, nutty peanut, walnut, charred oak thing that I associate with Jim Beam and more specifically a Knob Creek, but could be anything. I don't know.
Could be literally.
It could literally
be anything.
Anything from anywhere in the world. It could be anything.
It could be.
But that's what it reads to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna get.
Oh, P.S. The envelopes that have the answers are sealed.
Envelopes.
Yes.
As my grandmother would
Envelopes. They are sealed. So for those of you who are like, if these turn out to be really spot on guesses, if anyone's like, you cheated,
They'll still say, you steamed them open, you put them back. Yeah. No one wants to believe if you get anything.
But for as many
Right.
times as we've been right on the internet, we've been wrong 10 times more.
10
So
10x.
10x.
PX.
At least 10x. Oh, now that I'm coming back to this, it smells
Fruit
a lot
salad.
more. Yeah, fruit salad, dark berry,
I almost get grapes. Cut up grapes into
mashed grapes.
fruit salad
Yeah.
or like a light and airy, like a chicken salad
Okay.
type of thing.
It's also kind of giving me more of like what I'm used to with that medicinal herbal grape note that I get sometimes with Willet products. I'm not saying it is a Willet product, but
Will it or won't it?
it's giving me more of that.
Yeah, very light.
Maybe it's a Willet rye?
We haven't said anything about proof on these, by the way, because we've just been so out of our normal
None of these have read super low to me. I mean, I think if anything, maybe B
Well, none
is
of
the
it's
lowest.
super high either.
I don't know. I think A and C read super, like not super high, but like
higher.
higher, maybe in the 115 to 125 range.
This one has a little D, Whiskey D, has a little building heat.
Yeah. I think of all of them, B is the lightest and airiest and maybe reads the lowest proof.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Now, are we going to rank these? I would like to ask the questions, but I also would like to have us rank them. Because we've never done a flight fight where we haven't ranked them, and I do think it's important to know. We can't break flight fight tradition.
8-year tradition, folks. We've been around since 2016. If you're not subscribed to us already, please
What are you doing? Avoiding us, apparently.
We're so old now. 2016.
Crazy.
She's not. I am. Subscribe.
I'm getting
thumbs
there.
up. So I guess it's a part where we break away and we rank.
We do our ranking, we do our discussion, which we'll put on Patreon. But for those of you who are watching on the episode, it takes a bit. And so we're just going to go. And you'll just have to trust that.
Trust the process.
Trust the process. You're along for the ride now. Come on.
All right, we'll see you at results time. Okay.
We have our order.
It's results time.
What do you think the theme is? Like, just to summarize.
I think it's different regions of whiskey.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's probably that. It may also be single barrels from across the world or something like that.
Or it could be different mash bills that happen to be
From
also
across the
from
world.
across the world.
Right.
But I don't even know.
So in our order, we both put B last. Whiskey B.
Whiskey B. Whiskey B should be 6. Let's just make sure. Yes, 6. So let's open up 6. You do the honors, Sarah.
Oh, okay, I will.
In
Now, again,
4th place, Whiskey B/Whiskey 6.
Oh, it has a nice little card.
Is.
Ooh, look at this little fun card. How sweet. Glen Alecky 25 year, 96 proof.
Glen Alecky, so it is a Scotch.
Wow, it is a Scotch. It was reading
25 year?
25 year, we put it in last. 96 proof.
proof.
So, and you love Glen Alecky.
I do love Glen Alecky. Dadgummit.
In the Patreon part where we were doing the back and forth, I did say I really, really enjoy Whiskey B and I would order it. However, I thought it was at a disadvantage. I don't know if it's from proof, but it came across as very like light and airy and delicate as compared to the other ones.
I think this is a great time to talk about the difference in age with Scotch and bourbon.
Would have never guessed that was 25 years.
Never.
Wild.
25 years in bourbon? Well, that's been on either the very first floor of the rick house or it's been in a refrigerator. Like,
which I mean, Scotland is kind of a refrigerator. Refrigerator.
So it's just the climates. That shows you right there the difference in climates across, Kentucky to Scotland.
We did say international whiskey, but I think I guessed Japanese and I think you guessed Irish, so we were wrong there.
We did.
But we were correct in that it was not
I was
American.
really thinking that theme: Scotland, Ireland, America.
What
and
if these are
question mark.
all Scotches?
I would be shocked. In 3rd place, we both put Whiskey D, which is 8, and 8 is. They're sealed.
Well, we were already wrong, so I think.
It's even like a Hallmark.
Isn't it cute?
Envelope.
What a nice thing. Why did we wait so long to do this?
Carlton cards. Okay.
Yeah, don't get it mixed up because we'll get sued.
Okay. This is the Magi Blended Rye Whiskey.
I did say I thought it was
107
a Willet
proof,
rye.
Cat's Eye Distillery 6-year MGP rye and 21-year
Paliger
Paliger
sure,
rye, a 50-50 blend of
Finished.
those two things. Finished in both port and sherry. Fred Minnick's number 25 whiskey of 2022. It's a rye. So D is a rye.
I did think
Now
it had that
knowing
like
that,
extra herbal, medicinal thing to it, which makes sense for a rye. I thought it was a Willet rye, which, not correct, but
okay, so
not that incorrect.
6-year MGP and 21-year rye, 50-50 blend of those two. Finish in port and sherry.
Now that you say it, I can taste the port.
Same.
Now that you say it,
Same.
tastes like Welsh's, like a super intense Welsh's grape
Yeah,
taste.
wow.
Okay.
Now here's where we differ.
Okay.
So I put A in 2nd place. What we said was the Scotch. Sarah put A in 1st place.
That's correct.
I put C, what we thought was a bourbon, in 1st place. Sarah put C in second place.
Yeah, I said I would order A before I would order C.
Well,
C is good, but tastes like something I can have all the time. A, I thought was more exceptional.
I say we do A, just so we can keep that is C a bourbon reveal
Is C a
last.
bourbon? Okay.
You good
okay.
with that?
Yeah,
So
A is number
5.
5. Okay. So my first place, Chad's second place.
Oh boy.
We can get over the ooh-ah of
is-
the nice card now. Glendronach Parliament, 21 year, 96 proof, 2021 release, reportedly 26 years old as a distillery shuttered for a time and is still working through old stocks. 2023 release back to 21 years actual. Well, it doesn't say anything about it being a sherry finish, but I really felt like it was. I'm
We'll
gonna have to look that up.
Google machine that one. So
I would have
Glendronach.
sworn it was
So
a
it's
sherry finish.
It's also a Scotch?
It's a Scotch, so we were
Well,
correct.
we knew that. We guessed that.
From the taste, it seemed obvious.
Wow. Well, I put C in first. C is 7.
I put it in second.
So
I said we both
if
agreed.
this isn't a bourbon, all right.
knows?
My first, Sarah's second is.
Nope.
Oh.
Okay.
4-month wheated bourbon finish, Knob Creek small batch, 101 proof, finished at home in a 5-liter barrel from July 14th, 2022 through November 14th, 2022 that originally held Buffalo Trace wheated White Dog.
Did I not say Knob Creek?
Yeah, you did.
I did.
Well, we got the distillery right with the Jim Beam.
With the
part
Jim
of it,
Beam.
but it also had some other things. Full story, my daughter was born July 14th, 2022, and saving a few 750 milliliter bottles for this when she is 21. That's awesome.
That's cool.
Barrel was first used to age my son's faux WLW.
Nice. Okay.
I love the ingenuity of it.
I do love the ingenuity. I mean,
Wow.
you can still tell that it's I think a Jim Beam product, but
Yeah.
we were very much questioning like what Jim Beam product could this be?
So Knob Creek. Well, it didn't have the age and the fullness of Knob Creek, so that's why I backed it down to a Jim Beam product. But I think it's that
That effect of
the effect of the
secondary,
barrel.
yeah.
Interesting. So we never would have guessed that.
I mean, how would we have ever known?
I feel like
this
it's a
tastes like a
former
Jim
Knob
Beam
Creek,
product
but
finished
then it was
in.
put in a 5-liter barrel.
That was Buffalo Trace barrel specifically. Wild.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
What a wild ride. I love doing the mystery flights just because you never know what you're gonna get.
It's good.
It's
good, Josh.
a good test of the palate. Good taste tester.
Wow.
Anywho.
Okay. Well, there we go.
That was fun.
All right, folks, that's where we got to leave it. If you haven't subscribed to us already, you can do so by clicking right up here. There's suggestions of other videos down here. Hope to see you over there in one of those. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
Thank you, Josh. Until next time, drink more bourbon.
Or whiskey.